We asked our patients in the low vision clinic what they wanted rehab providers to know about living with vision loss. And a lot of them gave us really good tips that were subjective directly from them. So I wanted to include them in this webinar too. General themes that we noticed is that they really love when you announce your name when you're walking in because they can't always see you directly, especially with central vision loss, they can't see your face. So making sure that you announce your name, who you are, what are you here for, using auditory cues to help with location of like tapping on the wall to come closer or tapping on a chair for where they should sit down. They really have a heightened sense of hearing, so the auditory cues really help. Reading paperwork aloud and providing assistance when filling out forms as able is helpful for them. Offering guidance to when you're taking them back to your room or guiding them in the hallway or anything like that. Slowing down if you want them to follow you, because sometimes they don't really want you to help them, but they do want you to slow down when you're walking so they can follow you more effectively. Talking through the steps slowly for them is helpful. And they did also say that being patient is also helpful because it's hard for them to adjust to their vision loss and it is slower for them to do a lot of things. So just being patient with them. Some other general strategies that might be helpful for your patients are things that we use all the time in the clinic. Enhancing contrast is very helpful because a lot of these people lose their ability to see things that are not in high contrast. They lose the edges, they lose the lines. So right here is a picture of black toothpaste that you can buy with a white. Black on white is like the easiest thing for everyone to see. So a white toothbrush and black toothpaste, or making a tray that's black for people to see their pills easier for medication management. We had someone who was learning how to use a hinged knee brace. So we made the steps for him, but we also labeled each strap in high contrasting yellow so that he could see the straps easier too, because he had a really hard time seeing the straps as they were. In addition to labeling them for the order of when they were supposed to be put on was helpful. We use a lot of lighting techniques too, because more light, if you think about your eyes in a full visual field, like getting light in with a full visual field is easy. People who have lighter eyes tend to be light sensitive because more light gets let into their eyes. Like myself, I have really dark brown eyes, and so I need a lot of extra outside lighting because my eyes don't naturally get a lot of light in. And so people who have a visual field impairment have like half or less of their visual field and they need extra light on the outside to make up for it. Chris asked, in your experience, do you find these patients have or benefit from prisms to help with redirecting light from the damaged part of the retina? For these particular central vision loss patients, I don't necessarily see prisms being helpful. We use prisms mostly for people who have a hemi field cut and spatial neglect most of the time. Part of that, I think, is because with the central vision loss, if you put the prism on the glasses, you're incorporating both the loss and the residual vision that's left. Versus with my hemianopsias, they don't have any visual field over here at all. So when you bend the light, like you're only bending one type of light versus if you have some residual vision in that hemi field, you're bending light from multiple different places, if that makes sense. I don't know for sure, but that would be my clinical hunch as to why we don't use them, but we don't typically use them for central vision loss. So enhancing lighting, we use a lot of these motion censored lights in the hallway. My patients love these. They're all over the web, the all over online, like to light up. Most of them don't want to use night lights because they can't sleep when the lights are on in the nighttime, but if you get up and move past them, it will light up while you walk past it, and they're mostly rechargeable or they have battery operated. This is a bright light for your toilet bowl. Same reason they don't like night lights. So once you pass by, it lights up for your toilet bowl. It helps people locate the toilet when they're trying to go to the bathroom at night or just in general. So those are two really good lighting techniques that we've used to help people. And we have been using technology a lot because reading is a struggle for these people. And so ways to incorporate technology like Alexa, Audible instead of books, Amazon Echo, encouraging them to use technology to their advantage in that way to just save the amount of energy they have to use their vision for in other ways. Another great technique is encouraging home organization. Predictability is better for people if they keep everything in the same spot, if they keep their home organized, if they keep it clear. All of those things will help them because they have visual loss and they have to rely on memory to know where things are versus sometimes relying on vision, which they can't always do if they have the visual loss. Some other strategies for rehab providers that are out there is learning sighted guide technique. This is something that you can learn even if you're not a vision specialist. Essentially, what it means is that you would be the guide. So this person in the yellow is the guide. And sighted guide is that if this person, so she's on his left side, he's blind, probably blind because he has the cane, but not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to be blind to have a cane. So I won't assume that. But usually, as the sighted guide, when you're leading them, you're on the side where they have the lesser vision. So you're their protection for anything that's coming in this way or any kind of hazards that might come this way. Naturally, the person wants you to be on their side that they see more because they want to see you, but it's the opposite. You want to go on the side where they can't see much so that you can guide them. So as the sighted guide, you're on the side with the lesser vision. And the other thing that you can do is to teach them self-protective techniques. So because they have the visual field loss, they have to rely on other senses. Self-protective technique is essentially if they're walking through an unfamiliar environment, let's say they're walking outside where there's branches and stuff, you teach them to bring their hand up above their face with their palm out so that if anything were to come to them, they have something, or like even walking through their house. Like I have people that hit their head on cabinets all the time because they didn't see them. If they use a self-protected technique, their hand would be the first thing to come in contact with whatever hazard is out there versus it coming straight directly for their head or their face where they can't react fast enough. So self-protective technique is another great option for you to teach for them. And this website right here that I linked is a way for you to learn how to be a sighted guide or learn sighted guide technique for your patients. The other thing that we've incorporated is AI, a lot of AI. Some people are sketchy about AI, but it has really helped a lot of our patients with low vision and visual impairment. We use the Seeing AI talking camera app for the blind. It's free in your app store. It has different functions. It can read text for you. It can tell you who's standing in front of you. It can describe objects for you just using your camera from your cell phone, as long as it's a iPhone or an Android, I believe. It has Android app too, but Seeing AI is a great one to use too. And then recently we just got the Meta Ray-Ban AI glasses. You would think they're super expensive, but they are only like $300 for the base model. For expense, I mean, if you think about it and you use it for the rest of your life, that's pretty affordable. There's a quick video I wanted to
There's a video going viral right now on social media, and here's why.
I'm blind, and I've been using these Ray-Ban Meta glasses for about 6 months now.
Meet Sadie Taylor, a blind woman who's using Meta's new Ray-Ban smart glasses, a game changer for accessibility. In the video, Sadie shows how these glasses help her ask questions about her surroundings, making everyday life easier.
Hey Meta, look. What kind of treats are these?
The package says Red Barn Protein Puffs training treats.
What's amazing is that they're so much more affordable than traditional devices for the blind, which can cost anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 for just a basic Braille display. The Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, on the other hand, are priced at just $299. And that's not all. They can assist with daily tasks and make life more manageable. Stories like Sadie's show how innovations in AI are making the world a more inclusive place.